It appears as though the Los Angeles Lakers are going to be signing Ben McLemore with their last roster spot, and I do believe that this can be something that the Los Angeles Lakers can be using as a key weapon during the playoffs, because I do believe that Ben McLemore does have a lot of upside, and I do believe that he can do a lot of good if he's used in the right system. Before we get into today's video, yo, what is up guys, it is your boy and I'm back here giving y'all another banger. And since we're giving y'all another banger, y'all could go ahead and drop a like on this video, it'd be much appreciated, and please subscribe if you enjoy basketball content. But as Shams just recently reported, the Los Angeles Lakers are going to be signing Ben McLemore to a veterans minimum so that they can use their last roster spot, and they will have a complete roster at this point. Because the Los Angeles Lakers did not make many moves during the trade deadline, they really did want to come out and be aggressive during the buyout market and make sure that all of their needs were met. The first thing they did was sign Andre Drummond. Was a great pickup. He was probably the best big man on the buyout market, so the fact that they got him is a really good plus, and I do believe that he can help the Lakers. And of course, today's news, which is Ben McLemore going to the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, if you're not really familiar with him, he is a 6'3" guard. He can also play a little bit of small forward as well, but he's usually just used as a guard, and he is a shooter. From the last 2 seasons with Houston before this season, he was shooting around 40% from 3, which can definitely be used because the Lakers do need offense, and that's what I believe Ben can do for the Lakers. I do believe Ben McLemore can come in and take in a little bit of the offensive load. I do believe that when he comes in, he is an offensive-minded player, and he can hit his shots from just about anywhere. He can hit a little bit of the mid-range, but he does like to hit most of his shots from 3-point range, and he can be a marksman when he gets hot. He is one of those role players that you need to look out for, because at any given moment, he can start to heat up, and when he starts hitting his threes, it really does make the defense stress on the other end. I am by no means saying that Ben McLemore is some lockdown defender, but I do believe that if he were to be in the Lakers system, the way that Frank Vogel will use him and the coaching staff, they can use him in a way that he can be very productive on the defensive end, so that he is both a 3 and D guy, which is exactly what they were looking for. After signing Andre Drummond, the Lakers made it perfectly clear that they were looking for 3 and D guys, so the fact that Ben McLemore can come in and that's really what he does, he can hit threes and play a little bit of defense, then I definitely think that that's something that can help out the Lakers, and I do believe that he can fit that role very well. Even in the playoffs against the Lakers, Ben McLemore was shooting pretty decent from the field. He wasn't shooting great, but he was okay. And just overall, he is just a player that you can't really afford to leave open. At least at the very minimum, he's going to be there so that the teams can at least go out and try to contest him, or at least just come out and try to close out on him, because he is a threat up from the 3-point line. So at the bare minimum, he does help with court spacing. Nobody should be having these really high expectations for Ben McLemore. It's not because I don't believe that he's a good player, but I do believe that if you want to fill out your roster at this point, if you're a great player, you're probably already signed to a team, so it's not like Ben McLemore is going to come in and just start playing like some 3-point demigod or something like that. But if he can just come in and just hit his shots, play good defense, not be a problem when it comes to teammates, if he can just come in and do his job, then that will be a huge plus when it comes to the Lakers. And with no Anthony Davis and LeBron James right now, it would help to get just about anything, even if it's just an extra guy, because sometimes we do look a little bit thin when it comes to lineups because we do have players out. So just having another player there just to be available for the team is already going to be a huge plus at this very moment. So given the role that I know that the Lakers are going to give him, and knowing the player that Ben McLemore can be, I believe that in his role, he is going to thrive. Nobody's going to ask of him too much, and if he can just come in when the minutes that he does get, just come in a good 10-15 minutes and just hit his threes and play good defense, that would be more than plenty for when it comes to the Lakers. That's all we're asking for. A guy that can come in, do his job, hit his shots, and then just leave it at that. He doesn't do anything extra. He doesn't cause any issues for anybody. Just come in, do your job, hit your threes, provide offense, play a little bit of defense, and you will be a huge plus when it comes to the Lakers. And I do believe that he can do this job extremely well, and I'm actually very excited to see how he fits in when it comes to this roster. I do think Frank Vogel is going to give him a lot of minutes just because we are dealing with injuries, so we are going to get to see a lot of Ben McLemore, I'm sure, in the future, and I am looking forward to how well he's going to be playing. All in all, I do believe that this is a great move for the Los Angeles Lakers and can play dividends in the playoffs. If he can get hot for a series, that would be very much appreciated. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much. If you listened this far, please drop a like on this video, it'd be much appreciated, and please subscribe if you enjoy basketball content. Please check out my other videos if you enjoy basketball content, and please comment down below what you think about this move by the Lakers. But without further ado, guys, I am out. Peace.